Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report with our day job. So make sure you guys check out Jobu's day job, my other channel. I'm trying to get the subscribers up to 1,000 so I can live stream and stuff while we're at work and things on that channel, so we can kind of spread the wealth. So that way, one other thing I want to know is, why haters got to hate so damn much?
Why do you even care?
I don't know, but I'm just trying to understand it. I'm being me. And it's funny because I thought it was, I'll tell you what I thought was funny this morning. Because I was playing the Dak Prescott interview. He's in the locker room and stuff. And those of you watching, what's happening Cowboys True Blue? I built my locker room to look a little bit like the Dallas Cowboys locker room. What?
Shout out to True Blue.
Shout out to True Blue. Shout out to True Blue. Shouting out to True Blue.
I don't know how long he's been out of prison, but he's been successful to get out of prison. I saw him.
True. Let me make sure it's the right True Blue. We don't want to say somebody's been in jail that hasn't.
I know which one it is. I commented on his thing.
Cowboys with a Z, True Blue. What's happening, man? Well, Michael Anthony says, shout out to you that you've been living an upstanding life and stuff, turning things around. And that's what it's all about, because, everybody makes mistakes, or sometimes shit happens and all that. And it's how you react to things that happen and how you change and evolve after it. But anyway, I had, when I built my lockers, they look similar. Okay, because I'm going by memory. Of how the locker room looked. And that's kind of the feel that I wanted to get down there. And it was kind of cool because you got Dak Prescott who's standing at the lockers. You see the same color wood and all that. So it was fun, just having a little fun, holding my cell phone like I'm there as a reporter. Dak, over here, Dak, one question? Okay. And somebody goes through and is like, you need to check your maturity, and are you sane? Are you crazy? Or you're immature? It's just like, really, dude? It's like, you guys take life too seriously. You got to have a heart attack. You got to stop and have fun and laugh. And that's the thing that I love about doing this channel, is I don't care if you laugh with me or laugh at me. As long as you're laughing, you're going to be living your life a lot better, because everything in the world, there's so much negativity, there's so much ugliness and all that. We need time to stop and laugh and have a good time and relax a little bit. Seriously, some of y'all are just too uptight. And then, I had another person. It was funny because I was trying to show some of the moves that Tristan Hill does. And I was pointing out because it just, boom, light bulb went on. It's like, oh man, that's a jab step you rip. He has another one where he jabs stuff, but he clubs down, okay? There's the swim move, of course, that you taught, where you basically take your hand and you push their hand. So what you're doing is, it's called the swim move. So you're going through and you take and slap and you come over, and it gives a smaller target. And so this guy was saying, oh, me and my son are having a great laugh at you trying to telescript a play like you know anything. It's like, you know what? You're right. I don't know anything. I'm a guy with my day job. Yeah, Nick Foles' wife had a miscarriage, and that's why he was absent.
They say he had some disease that caused
the miscarriage?
Yeah, our immune system.
That's where we forget that these people have lives. And I was like, but anyway, I was like, you're right. I don't know shit. I only played college football a couple of years, and with the Hall of Famer Charles Haley. So
Are you serious?
What?
Well, he was back at OTAs this morning.
Yeah, he's back today, and basically addressed that
That's crazy.
that they had a miscarriage. So that's where we are. I just don't understand it though. And then this other guy is like, you take too long to get to the point of the subject. We are busy. Why are you wasting our time? And it's like, well, dude, go to NFL Network or Dallas Cowboys. If you don't like my style, some people do. What's up, Scott? How are you doing? I'm definitely teaching these you haters of people that envy you guys. Well,
they can hate all they want, but they watch.
I guess, I don't know. But I mean, I'm doubling up. Okay, I'm doing my day job. Okay, and I'm doing YouTube. And I stay busy all day long. all day long. And you know, if you want something, I'm not that bright. I'm not good looking. I don't do an office job. Only thing I know how to do is construction and build shit. And that's what I've done all my life, and I've worked my ass off to become the best person doing that. And it doesn't matter if you clean toilets, okay? If you clean toilets really, really good, I guarantee you can become the king of cleaning toilets and get your own company doing it. It's just a matter of if you want to put in the time. And people, that's what kills me, because I put in the time, I put in the energy. I try and do everything to the best of my ability. And most people, unfortunately, just kind of look around and kind of say, you know what? Give it to me. Just hand it to me. I don't want to do the work. If you don't want to do the work, you're not going to get the rewards. Right? Right, Mike? Shut up, Dad, and get to work. So, tomorrow, we're going to be... tell them dummies to move on. You know what? I've got some real haters out there. I mean, I had a dude who was emailing my wife's company trying to say that I was stealing money from United Way and that I was sleeping with some Australian chick and all this stuff. And so here it is. Human Resources, as we're coming back from the Super Bowl, you know, gives her a call and said, well, you think your husband might be cheating on you, or we got this email from this guy and this, that, and it's like, really? It's like, y'all really don't have that have much of a life, do you? That's what you got to come up with? Stephanie, how are you doing? I was one of the first outlets to post that? Really? Well, I'm surprised. Actually, I'm surprised TMZ didn't block it, because, you know, and that's the thing. Listen, I've got every kind of alert that's on, from NFL Media, from Bleacher Report, from ESPN, from NFL Network, from Yardbarker. So it's like everything comes at me, and I try and put it out there. Another thing that's kind of interesting is one of the things I always shout out the military, because I'm thankful that we have our military and everybody that's doing all this stuff for us. But when you're in the military, you don't have that many outlets and channels of where you can go. It's only X number of games that are actually on and stuff. Dallas Cowboys Scouting's live too. Okay. All right, so we in competition today. Oh, snap.
He always was on at this time of day.
Does he? What time is it?
It's like, it's almost 1 o'clock.
It's almost 1. Damn.
And I got to leave at 6:30.
Okay. All right, well, let me get some more work over here then.
But we got time.
Actually, I need to get some cauliflower for dinner tonight. I need to go to the store.
My friend's not going to be there.
So, a lot of people in the military actually watch to keep up with the Dallas Cowboys, because when you get ESPN gives you a little taste and all the haters and things like that. But people feel like, okay, at least we can get a real deal when we talk to Mark, or at least have that. What's up, little sweet? Philly Cowboy 76, how you doing? Robbie Radford, how you doing, man? Philly in the building. All the way from South Carolina. What's up, man? I'm just living the dream, man. I'm doing what I love to do, and that is build stuff and talk about the Dallas Cowboys and spend time with my son. That is literally living the dream. So get ready to put the second coat. Tomorrow we're going to be installing these cabinets over here. There's so many different parts and things on here. We have, this house is a pain in the rear end. So they have molding. This is the base molding that they have at their house. The only problem is this is like 7 1/4. What they have is 9 1/4 inches long. I mean, this is some serious dollar molding right here. So what I had to do, I had to cut this molding down and then rip another piece wider to go with this, so that way I can get 9 1/4 inch base molding. 9 1/4 inch base molding. On top of that, we have, this is the cap, which is a mini crown, a bead, and then a 1x that's going to go to the ceiling on these things. This is actually an oversized crown molding. And then cherry. We had to laminate up the cherry right here, and it's not varnish, it's actually tongue oil. So we got to get a couple coats of tongue oil in there. And we're going to end up mounting a TV inside one of these other ones. They're adjustable shelves that are in there that they should hopefully look nice. Hey, Victor, I'm going to tell you, now listen, man. You're about to be a daddy. It's not easy. Believe me. But it was a blessing because I was bankrupt. I was poor. I had flesh-eating bacteria and had to learn how to walk. I started my company while I had to take care of him and his sister when he was 5 and his sister was 3 as a single parent. There was days I thought about blowing my brains out, but I said I got to make sure that they make it to 18, and that's what kept me here. But you just have to keep every day just pumping at it, keep pushing, and never give up. And if you do that in life, I'm telling you, you will be successful. Don't sit there and worry, because worrying never solves anything. What you do is you come up with the plan. You go through, you work your ass off in that plan. If that plan does not work, you come up with another one. Because see, people never fail. They just give up. Think about that. As long as you are trying, you have not failed. Huh? No. You don't fail. You just give up. As long as you are trying, you have not failed. Bro, I've been learning a few things from you and myself. Oh, Cowboys True Blue, I appreciate that, man, for my workshop. Well, that's where some people are like, why are you doing stuff in your workshop and stuff? Man, this is a Dallas Cowboys channel. It's like, no, it's Jobu Sports Report, Mark Holmes channel. And it's basically about everything that I do. And that's from cooking to working my job to trying to teach my son and being a husband and being a member of society. It's all things. And of course, it's the Dallas Cowboys. The Kubiak pickup, well, he's got a pedigree. He's a scout. They think highly of him, so, he comes from a good family, at least. He is a scout on the western side, so we'll see. Most aren't as transparent. Well, I'll tell you what you see here with me is what you see is real life. The only lighting that's in here is the lighting that's in the workshop. There's no makeup on here. There's no filters. My hair is the way it is, nappy. I probably need to shave a little bit. I got caulk and paint on my hands. It's life. And life isn't always pretty. But it's life. It beats being dead. So, whatever you do, I didn't mean to turn this into like a inspiration video or anything. But whatever you do in life, just go through and give it your all. Don't half-ass stuff. Football coach said to me, and I always remember this because there's few things that you learn in life and they always stick with you. And one of them was, our football coach said, listen, if you're going to fuck up on a play, fuck up to full speed. Don't fuck up and half-ass it. If you're going to go ahead and step off sides and knock the shit out the quarterback, if you're going to go ahead and screw up all the way. Give it your all. Because there's nothing worse than half-ass screwing up. Remember that. All right. That's all I got to say about that. Meantime, you see Michael over there painting away. And over here, this is our mantle. Look at that. Now the top, you probably see the top is not screwed on. We'll put that on actually when we actually put it to the wall to make sure it fits in perfect. But that's to give you a look at it. Not too bad, is it? Homemade. Now, you want to know a secret? Because a lot of people ask me, how do you learn how to do all this stuff? Out of necessity. Self-taught. Broke as hell. Broke as hell and couldn't afford to pay somebody else to do it. So I had to do it my damn self. And I will say, there's very little that I won't try and do. And it's not always pretty either. Sometimes it looks, but if you keep working at it, you get better the next time. The other thing you got to also figure out too is everybody has something that they're good with. What I'm pretty good with is getting a vision of what something I want to look like. I can build from plans, but I actually build most stuff from my mind. Do the calculations in my head when I'm building kitchen cabinets and stuff, and I see it. And once I see it, I can make it. My set downstairs, I've had a vision of that for 2 years of what I want it to look like. Still not completely finished, but it's getting there.
All right, appreciate it, Trevor. Thank you, Tom. Coming up next, though, Big Ben is the last killer bee still falling in the bird. How is that transition this offseason?
So how's everybody else's day job today? So I was talking about the NFL and the NFLPA are drawing up the battle lines. Is she okay? No, Carol. No, Carol. Wait, what? Is she okay? What are we talking about? We talking screw office jobs. I had one, and oh damn, Matt, you're sitting on a beach. You trying to make enemies?
Yeah, I don't care.
You're sitting on a beach. We're out here working. Damn. I'd like to be sitting on the beach.
Yeah, but
Let me see. I need a water
I
can.
had one of the best days of my life, and I wasn't sitting on the beach yesterday. So what's the difference?
Everyone, please pray for Carol. She got into a bad car accident a few weeks ago. Are we talking about Carol, the damn it Carol that was trolling in here? That Carol? I hope she's okay. Stephanie says, my co-worker just after, you're watching that guy work again, laugh out loud. Well, you kind of watch me talking to the camera a lot. I don't know if I'd do that much work.
You can watch me.
Carol was on the news. She got into a very, very bad car accident, guys. How do you know it was her?
I know. It's probably someone who's trolling.
Abide by your community guidelines. Laugh it out. Make up lies about how great the Cowboys are. Laugh it out. Here, look. I got a New Orleans troll. You know what? I feel so honored that people care what I think about from other teams. Abide by your community guidelines. Laugh out loud. Make up lies about how great the Cowboys are. You know what? Talking about New Orleans. We were great enough to beat you last year, weren't we? I'm just saying, didn't we? Because, I remember, I think, you know what? See, people will tell me I'm an idiot. But see, I said before the New Orleans games we were going to win that one. I said we were going to win. I said it. I put my ass on the line and said it before the game. Truly, you actually helped designing your basement? You have a very large one? Okay. Where you live? Drunk driver? Damn, Seth. Are you friends with Carol? I mean, do you know Carol for real? You're at Myrtle Beach. Been here all week on vacation. Nice.
Hey, I had that day of my life yesterday, so.
She's a dancer. Okay. Can I send you some pictures to? Oh yeah. Cowboys True Blue. CowboysMark94@gmail.com. CowboysMark94@gmail.com. Steffi. Oh man. See. Steffi said that you do most of the work.
Well, of course I do. You know, they're talking to the camera. I'm over painting. Who's the one that put these together besides the back and then the front one?
Who has the mind to know how to build all of? Oh.
Yeah, I'm the one that put everything together.
I didn't realize my own son's a hater.
I'm not a hater. I just want to get the work done. I ain't a hater. I just want to get the work done. Ain't no one here hating.
Oh.
I just want to get the work done. So you guys
Damn.
Your Friday.
You're in Oakland, California? Oh, man. Okay, that's a little bit too far to go.
Oakland's not that far.
Kerry
from
stays
LA.
by the spot. Okay.
Oakland's not far from LA.
Kerry stays by the spot y'all frequent. Are you talking about Lucky's?
Who? Who?
There's Seth007. He's the one talking about Carroll.
That's probably his troll.
D-Law said he was going to do it to the Saints, and he got your facts straight. Yeah, tell Carol that we hope she gets better, man. Hope it's nothing serious, man.
That's probably his troll.
It could be, but it might not be.
I think it is.
And he also said for him at least it's incredibly valuable.
Might be. I don't know.
I think it is.
I don't wish ill will on anybody.
I don't either, but I think that's the troll trying to get simple.
Okay.
They'll probably tap that mess on my channel. They're going to get blocked.
Michael don't play.
I don't. Because that person ruined the last stuff in my life.
I heard that. Damn it, Carol.
Don't even say that.
But that wasn't originally about that, Carol.
The Steelers have been saying up until now that perhaps we'll see a little bit more than just that one-back system where everything is reliant on the one-back. We did Le'Veon Bell a few years ago where James Conner.
Doesn't matter who it is about. That's what's talking about.
They hope to see a little more balance, that they'd like to run the ball more. As you and I both know, the Steelers ran the ball less than all but one team in the NFL last year. Also new in this staff, Terrell Austin. He's been a defensive coordinator at multiple stops. He's interviewed for several head coaching positions. Cam Hayward's
Boy.
a very, very detail-oriented guy, and that the Steelers are really noticing that. And then, of course, Keith Butler,
Can't wait to
who's
get
a
this thing put
longtime
in.
outside linebackers coach who the last 2 years has been defensive coordinator, and he's back working with the outside linebackers. Hayward said you can also tell the difference right there.
Keep digging deep here because we talk about coaching, now let's talk about special teams, and certainly no lack of drama when it came to the kicking situation in Pittsburgh.
That's right. We talked so much about whether Bell would show up and what Antonio Brown is doing, but Chris Boswell had a very un-Chris Boswell-like year, just 2 years.
That's why y'all tied with the Browns.
Consecutive game-winning field
Y'all gonna
goals
have
he had
kicker
pulled
last
around the season, and then last year
You
it
talking about
was just
Browns?
13 of
No,
28
Steelers.
field goals. He missed
They tied with the Browns because their kicker was garbage too.
brought in another kicker.
Yeah. That's the one thing the Cowboys have not addressed too much yet. I'd like to see some more competition in there.
And of course, this is something to keep an eye on.
On kicker.
Withheld a bonus from Boswell.
And I'm hoping we don't have to use the kicker as much as we did.
I think it'll be fine with the kicker.
Money Meyer is great for 45 out.
It was his first year to tip. So you have to give him some time.
You ain't got no time, son. Time is now.
He'll be fine.
This is our second coat of paint on this. This is actually made out of pine and poplar.
I cannot imagine what it's like after playing for the Denver Broncos for 6 years to finally Brandon Marshall coming off the field after wearing a Raider jersey. This isn't a press conference anymore. You're actually a Raider wearing Raider gear. What's that like?
What are we talking about now?
At least he won a Super Bowl.
Hey, everybody.
At least the man won a Super Bowl. I think I caught it off the field.
In that locker room on that field with some happenings that you have in 28 rounds.
Now that's going to be a dumpster fire. I'm telling you, that situation is going to be
At least this
nasty.
guy has a Super Bowl ring, so who cares? He's going there to get a paycheck. After he gets a Super Bowl ring, he's going to place to get a paycheck.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
As long as I get my Super Bowl ring, I can get less. Oh, we're out good. As long as I get paid.
I won't say that.
I would. If I went to
If
Dallas,
you're smart with your money, you can go where you want to be.
I'm saying though, like if I was with Dallas and got a ring and then they wouldn't let me go,
I gotta tell you, DeMarco Murray got paid to go to the Eagles, and I guarantee you that he would have, if he could have done a do-over, that he would have taken less money to stay in Dallas.
I'm about to get the ring. Get the ring and then go somewhere else.
Take me back to that visit. Did you do like quarterback school thing with you? If you're a linebacker, then take. Yeah, he could be quarterback school.
Mike, we're gonna have a lot of work to do next couple of weeks.
You talking about here?
Well, we got to take care of Don's house.
Oh yeah.
We got this work over at Alex's house to get where this is going. We don't know what we're gonna find when we open those walls up.
As long as I go to the gym, I'm good.
Well, hopefully we can get a lot of work done before the season starts, and then try to save some money to go to training camp and stuff.
This guy ain't playing anymore.
Who's not?
This guy right here.
You're not playing anymore?
No, I'm not talking about work.
I don't know if you heard this, but Tom Brady just said, because they could be on hard knocks too, that you guys should be on hard knocks. He said, you guys are more fun than them. Do you want that?
I.e., you're more of a dumpster fire than we are, and we don't want to be on there.
Well, either way, they
Shout out to 52 of you that are in here watching the channel, watching us literally painting at our day job.
Yeah, but either way.
Oh, Jason Garrett. Yeah, Jason. I sent you that email and stuff. I never heard back from you.
What's the thing, man? Either way, John Gruden's not gonna be on the next year.
Were you there for this family feud thing?
But if you go to the playoffs, you can't get on there. And if they don't make the playoffs, they'll probably be fired.
That's what he said.
So he's not gonna be on there regardless.
They might be there this year.
I know he said the Raiders.
Well, he doesn't want to be on there. That's why he's trying to
Of course
tell the
not.
NFL, no, not me. I don't want to be on there.
But he and Montez were cool. Were they on the same team?
I know Mr. Ed Oliver wants some more.
Is Ed in here today?
He probably wouldn't have paid that.
Has anyone been watching Kevin? Oh my God, Kevin Winslow. Old woman fetish. I'm trying to understand that.
What?
Do you need any more people to send information on Cowboys? I would like to help. I want to get to into sports hosting. Basically, everybody just kind of said, "Oh, somebody did a super chat." I'm sorry, I missed a super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Jason Garrett, prayers go out to Carols. Thank you very much for your super chat, and thank you for the prayers. Kellen Winslow. You're talking about his son. I mean, that stuff. Oh my God. You know, the bicycle and raping old women. I mean, I don't know. That was one of those ones. That's bizarro. You know, the funny. It's not funny, but the thing that's interesting is what happens with famous people is you don't realize that they're actually people. Okay? Understand, just because you are, an actor or
What's the other one? That was that color. It was that one. Was there another one?
What?
That was the one I was using.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll get you another one. Or I'll just get you a plastic bag. Just because somebody's famous doesn't mean that they're not a person too. I mean, believe me, everybody farts, everybody belches, okay? And sometimes you have good days and you have bad days. So, it's hard if you're in the public eye that everywhere you go, you're recognized and they're like, oh my God, can I get you? It's like, you know what? I just had a fight with my wife. Not right now. And then all of a sudden you get the reputation that, that guy was just an asshole. No, the guy was dealing with some shit. He was dealing with some shit that sometimes when you're dealing with some shit, you don't want to as well. Well, thank you, Sal. Actually, last night, okay, here's what I'm doing. Because there's some people that are doing the keto diet and stuff, and, I'm trying to, show you guys my journey and stuff. When I originally started, I was 272, about 254 right now. So what I'm trying to do is we're doing with my wife this 22-day challenge. She got another recipe book, low carbs, but basically it's a keto diet. And so I'm using their recipes and markizing it, kind of making it my own. So yesterday what I ended up cooking, and I taped it, was actually chili. So I'll get that one out. So I did like a chili salad. Oh man, that was good. How's my chili? Was chili good last night? It was what?
I'm over trying to work.
Okay, well, I got these already.
Well, good. Then
Tongue oil.
You can work your second job.
Huh?
Work your second job.
Okay.
Work your second job.
Kids today, man.
Hey, at least I want to work.
I'm working. Listen.
You said kids?
Okay. All right.
No.
Here, I'm working. Let me watch the paint dry.
No. You said kids these days. I'm actually working. There's a lot of people I know that don't.
I'm working. I'm working. I'm watching the paint dry.
There's a lot of people I know that don't work.
Shh. I'm working.
You should be ecstatic that you actually have a son that actually wants to work.
Yes, I am. I'm ecstatic that I
Actually wants to work. Actually wants to work.
Yeah, and I wish I had more space because then I can do some other stuff. See, check this out. This is the wood from the red brick house. We have to make some stair treads to match the original ones, okay? Now, unfortunately, these aren't that thick, so you see they're kind of thin for stair treads. But we put the nose around like the original one, and then we're going to laminate another piece of plywood up underneath of it. Cowboys, true fan. Pictures coming soon, no problem. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. So what we're going to do is, Michael's gone through and filled in the nail holes that are in here. He wants to go back through and sand it, and then we're going to varnish it with a spar varnish. That'll last. It's nice and hard and stuff like that. So that looks actually pretty good. So this is a project over here with the mantelpiece. And all this stuff over here that's painted white and the cherry countertop are all for that. So we get that out tomorrow. And then we're going to have to build some cabinets for Don, one of you guys out there, for his kitchen because they're moving into a condo. So that's what we got coming up. Sal deserves a wrench. Okay. All right. Keto egg bowl is amazing. Keto egg bowl. I haven't tried that one. Well, I tell you what. So I've got the chili. I've got that stuff. I just need to finish editing it and stuff. But it's like a turkey and beef chili on a bed of lettuce with some avocado and some picante sauce and stuff and some cheese and so you get an avocado, so you get your fats and all that stuff in there. Tasted pretty good. It's pretty filling. And for the most part, I'm basically eating dinner, mostly fasting during the day and drinking my fat coffee. And when I stick to that, the weight comes off. When I don't, well, it kind of stays flat. Heavy cream, a little whipped cream, the keto coffee creamer, and coffee. That's all I've had all day today. So, a couple hours I'll have the chili one. Tonight, cauliflower mash and steak for dinner. And the extra steak, because you're not supposed to eat too much meat. I'm going to cook about a 12, 14 ounce steak. And you end up having some of that for dinner. And then you use some of that for a steak salad the next day. So, and then I got to see what's. I'm not sure what. Let's see what the next thing up on the menu is.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Steve.
Mark, you realize that when your wife loses all that weight, she'll have to buy new clothing? Okay, well, Maui. Woo, boy.
He must not be.
You know what? My wife, I love her just as she is. If she gained 100 pounds, I still love her. If she lost 100 pounds, I still love her and stuff. But weight, dieting, and everything else has been a nightmare for her. She has tried everything. Generally speaking, even doing the keto, our friend of ours, Damien, who got us into keto, DC Cop, was about 320 pounds. He started doing keto a year later. He was down to 220 right
He
now.
looks like he's really active too.
He is. He's
Man,
ripped.
that helps.
Yeah, but Tracy would. You know where Tracy went at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday? Pilates.
That's good.
Yeah, she does Pilates. We've been going walking, and we do the keto diet. Although the problem with we know with the keto diet, you can't cheat. And when we go to my in-laws, there's macaroni and cheese and fried chicken, and it's just like you lose your mind and you basically are starting all over. But if she has to buy new clothes, hey, if that's the worst thing that happens, it's great because it hurts because I know how hard she's working to try and lose it, and she's not getting the results that she wants. And it's just like, fuck it, why do I do this? And that's the hard part about it. So when she comes up with a new thing, hey, I'm all in to try and help her do it. And it's bad because if it works and I'm losing weight and then she's not, it's kind of like, you know what? It's never going to work for me. So it's kind of hard. But if she's got to buy new clothes, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I don't know what language that is. Colombiano del Sol. Is that Spanish? Who's that? Brian Bill? Yeah. Son, you can say the same thing about me. Damn, I'm aged.
I mean, Brett Favre was older than you and he's younger than you. So there's a difference.
Brett Favre looks older than me.
I know, I say, but I think he's in his 40s.
Well, there's the old saying, black don't crack.
But the other thing, too, is he has 20
I hope you're
years of
wrong
football.
on the lockout coming.
What is it? Brett Favre had 20
Don't get in
years
trouble,
in the NFL.
dude. Oh, man.
Yeah, 20 years in the NFL.
There you go.
So that-
It wouldn't be the first time that I've gotten in trouble and found out she was watching at work. Well, but here's the thing. It's funny because last week I was busy doing work here at the house and things like that and running around because I normally cook and try and stick to the keto and things. But we kind of lost our mind because she picked up pizza one night and we went to this burger joint, had fries, and then we had friends come over and they were like, we want some bang bang shrimp and fries, and we had fried catfish, and so it was like a 4-pound gain in literally like. The fried catfish?
I said fried catfish in general was good.
Did you get some of the when I cooked when Marvin was here? Because we did fried tilapia and catfish. The catfish was
That's
better.
not what was in my brain.
So we put on 4 pounds like bam in like 4 days. But the good thing was is we started doing the challenge and I think she dropped the 4 pounds, boom, just like that. So hopefully it'll continue to go south. When she gets home, we've been going for a mile or 2 mile walk.
See, that helps. To actually do the exercise part too.
Brazil, Colombiana del Sol. I'm sorry, no Espanol. I see Brazil. That's not the only thing I can translate there. You're welcome, Sal. Never had fried tilapia. Well, tilapia, it's not bad. It's just fish. And I'm not crazy about fish, to be quite honest with you. It is. Well, hey, don't be mad at tilapia just because they eat shit. Somebody got to clean up the place.
It's lean meat.
Yeah. What's happening, X Factor?
Did they ever
Oh, we got Cowboy Jobu. Keep spreading the mojo. It's kind of weird to see my profile up there. my old profile from my old channel that's still shut down. Oh, the Jets! What a dumpster fire!
Did they ever ask Manning if he wanted to be?
Oh, Manning doesn't want that.
Of course he doesn't, but I wanted to ever ask him. Because there was a report a couple of weeks ago that they wanted to ask
Did Mike
him.
get a chick car? It's a small
I
SUV.
got a chick magnet car that chicks were probably riding, but man,
Haters gonna hate.
they want to hate. It's because I know how to get women.
Well, tonight will be the chili from last night. Tomorrow will be steaks, and I get to go in here and put some marinade on them and actually record that too. But what I do with the steaks is I put a little bit of red wine, Sonic vinegar, and Worcestershire sauce.
Almost 2 o'clock.
Is it?
Well, it says 10:40 on TV, so I'm sure it's like 2 o'clock almost. Because California.
California. Okay.
Dang. That's cool.
Time keeps on slipping, man.
That's cool. I get to the gym.
We're almost down to 97 days. Come 8:20 tonight.
Yeah, I get to
Getting
go
closer.
to the gym. So.
Well, good for you.
And I'm like, some of these people over here, I know how to get one.
Oh, you heard that? Shots fired. Michael said, like, unlike some of y'all, he knows how to get women.
Because you had someone on one of your live streams talking about how they can't get women and all this stuff on one of your live streams.
Okay.
I was putting my business out there.
Yeah, this is pretty. This is absolutely gorgeous. Take a look. I hate painting wood.
There's a job.
Well, the problem with linguine is it's pasta. Can't have pasta. But I tell you what is really good, and actually I faked him out a couple of times, is using zucchini, and you get one of the spiral cutters, and you use that instead. Huh?
You didn't fake me.
You didn't like it?
I said, you didn't fake me. I knew it.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't know. But you use those instead, and I do oh my God, do a shrimp with the zucchini and make it a little bit spicy. Oh, using cream cheese and heavy cream in there and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. It is good. Or what I'll do is I'll do stuffed shells, but not using the shells, actually taking a grater, a peeler, and slicing real thin strips of zucchini. And what you do is you go ahead and take the ricotta cheese, the Parmesan cheese, the mozzarella cheese, and an egg, and a little bit of basil chopped up fresh into it to make your cheese. And then you wrap it up in the zucchini rolls. The zucchini strips. Wrap one this way and one this way, and that becomes a shell. And then you make a really good sausage tomato sauce over it, and it's like really, really good. I mean, it's really good. And even if you're not like a person that's I don't want to do a carb diet, I'm telling you, zucchini actually tastes better than pasta. Pasta is basically made out of flour. The zucchini it's actually a vegetable that's got taste to it. Now, the only problem with it is like I've done like lasagna, where I've gone through and cut strips of the zucchini and used that like the pasta, but it gets watery as it cooks down. So it's not quite as good. It's better off with the shell. How you doing, Sheila? How you doing, Manuel? Butter squash is real good too, yeah. Colombo de Sal. I wish I could see what your comments were. I don't know how to translate it here on my cell phone. But thank you for tuning in. How's everything in Brazil? It's winter there. It's fall there in Brazil right now, right? They're reversed. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. Maui. Oh, okay. What did Maui comment? His recent comment. Oh, muddle. I don't see any muddle. Okay. At some point you just got to learn to just ignore people, because there's always people that are going to be looking for, validation, because, we got underneath their skin. And at some point you got to learn to ignore it. I know. I don't say that. I don't practice what I preach. Portuguese. Noah Espanhola Carçara. Portuguese. Portugal? Are you in Portugal? Portugal. I see Portuguese.
No, people in Colombia speak
No. I see Portuguese, Neo-Espanol, Caras. I know I butchered that because I'm a name butcher. Santa Cara, I mentioned somebody there. It's just right this bit. It's just to kind of mess me up. Santa Catarina, Balneario, Cambaro. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Oh, okay, thank you. See, I'm an idiot.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They speak Portuguese in
They
Brazil.
don't speak Spanish, but they can,
Ah.
translate it though, to the same.
In poco español. It means just very little. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that because I'm not that smart. Damn, I'm international. I've had some fans from England and from Germany and actually Brazil. I think one of the halftime shows that I put up, I got a lot of people from Brazil from originally that subscribe. Well, shout out to you, Santa Carrera, Baldrino. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on my Espanol.
People who speak Portuguese can understand Spanish.
Okay, well, see me. I have to work on my Portuguese and Espanol.
No, they can translate with Spanish. There's people that speak Portuguese.
Well, I tell you what,
A few of the words are different.
Colombiana del Sol. Subscribe to the channel, and then that way I think if I go to my desktop, I can translate. And Scotland was in the house. I have, Australia. There's actually quite a few from Australia that watch. New Guinea. It's crazy, actually, if you look at you can go through and you can see the map of where all the places there people are. I've got people in Afghanistan. I think those are soldiers. And Iraq, Russia, China is like, even Sweden. I tried the same. Not close to Spanish. Okay. I see, is that Votero no Donald Trump? I got that one. Yeah, I take it you don't like Donald Trump. I think I got translated that one. That's pretty much international. No, we can't translate. Okay. Voto no Donald Trump, question mark. I think that's the question there. Okay. Every generation has a legend. Dak will raise up. Well, here's the thing.
They're comparing to Warren Moon. And they have similar numbers.
A lot of the stuff that I come up with, okay.
I'm telling you, Dak Prescott's gonna be next Warren Moon.
I love to be a student of the game, and I love to look at statistics. A lot of times you'll go ahead and you'll see me on a piece of paper, and I'll go through with the numbers where I balance it from other things that have happened. And one of the things that's really cool is when you look at the numbers of quarterbacks, their fourth year. Fourth year ends up being the year that guys really step up another notch. Dak Prescott's numbers compared to Russell Wilson's, those first 3 years, Dak is actually better than where Russell Wilson was at this point. Now, the thing that's lost because people are like, how dare you compare Russell Wilson to Dak Prescott? He's been to 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, but you know what? He didn't go there on his own. Beast mode? You heard of that guy? Beast mode. What he was doing on the field. And how about that defense that was not only number 1 point scoring defense, they're also number 1 in taking the ball away. And when you take the ball away and you get pick sixes, and when you give your offense an extra opportunity or 2 a game, it's a pretty big advantage for you. So I will go through and I will say, since he went to those Super Bowls, his numbers have gone through the roof. But guess what? They're not winning Super Bowls now that his numbers have gone through the roof because he doesn't have the supporting cast that's there. It's a team sport regardless of the thing that everybody says that you got to have a quarterback. You do have to have a quarterback. But a quarterback can't win it all by themselves. Look at Aaron freaking Rodgers. In fact, look at the Green Bay Packers. They basically, for 20 some odd years, have had a Hall of Fame quarterback at the position. And they got only 2 Super Bowl wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mil, combo, Barasaro. I bet you're laughing at. I bet you got a whole crowd of people laughing and saying, "Look at this idiot trying to read Portuguese." Coaches must coach. Well, I have faith in the defensive coaches. I'm feeling much better about Kellen Moore. I want to see some more before I can decide, but I feel good about Kellen Moore. How about you, Mike? Hey, listen, I'll take a ham sandwich over Scott Linehan any day. Does Michael Thomas have a big pay cut? Saints don't like to pay people too much. So we'll have to wait and see on that one.
You'll probably get paid somewhere else.
Coaches must coach their ass off. I agree with you on that, though. Michael Anthony Fitness in the house. Okay, so I've got somebody else. That's Fernando Ortega. Saluda, Mark, from Fort Worth, Texas. Thank you. Yeah, the guy's saying he doesn't understand anything we're saying. Oh, is that what he's saying? It's good because we don't understand anything he's saying either. I'm sorry. I think they have a translator, don't they? A translator? I think you have the translator so you can translate
We have
it.
to say it on your videos. So you can have where it translates it for CC or whatever it's called.
Do I? Oh, okay.
You have to do it
The-
on the videos.
on each one of them?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay. My Cowboys family, how you doing?
But you can do
Moore
it.
seems like he used our pieces, but well, it hasn't been a problem with having our pieces. The problem has been is using our pieces to the fullest ability. We all know that Scott Linehan is kind of like keep it simple. You know, the fact that we only had 5 routes for Des Bryant and stuff, and basically always kept everybody in the same position. Didn't use pre-snap motion. You got Dak Prescott, who is great rolling out, but it's kind of like, no, we want you to be just a straight pocket passer. Doesn't use play action enough. Definitely doesn't use run pass options enough. So, and in the red zone, it's always 12 personnel, so it's predictable. If we just change some shit up, you're automatically going to get better. And the fact that we have guys like Connor Williams that have bulked up a little bit more, that are hungry and trying to fight for a position, that you get hopefully a 100% Travis Frederick. Did you hear about him in the MRI machine? Oh my God. Travis Frederick was in an MRI machine for 12 hours. And I don't know if any of you guys ever had an MRI before. An MRI machine is like a big tube, and you're laying on a table, and they roll you into it. And if you're claustrophobic, like I am, it's not fun. If you've ever, like you see the big storm drain. Oh, actually, you guys don't go outside and play anymore. Okay. When we were kids, we would go to the sewer drains and go through them, underneath the roads and stuff like that. Okay. But they would say, don't be there because flash floods happen. But it's kind of like that, but a little smaller. And if you've ever had to have an MRI, and I've had several because of my knees and my back, they slide you into it and you tell you to don't move. Now they'll tell you, you give you music so that way it'll try and calm you, because if you move, it messes up. But you hear these sounds. You hear this like boom, 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 and all of a sudden you're like, and it's like, what the, is this thing like about to collapse and fall on me or something like that? He was in one for 12 hours. Normally it's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. He was in one for 12 freaking hours. Yeah, they were, and if you don't know, okay, the way when you hear 12 personnel or 10 personnel, basically it's the one is running back, the second number is tight ends. So one personnel would be one running back and 0 tight ends, which means you got 4 wideouts, which is, for the Dallas Cowboys, something they very rarely did. More times than not, you'd see 12 personnel having 2 tight ends, straight up run formation. We've got 7 people who can block, 1 running back, and 2 wide receivers. So they're using different personnel groups. In fact, they also did 21 personnel too, where you got the 2 backs, and using Alualu actually, in the passing game and stuff like that, and running the ball. So they're using, at least right now, a little bit of everything. So that offense is going to be less predictable. That alone will be an improvement for the Dallas Cowboys. So you got everything painted there? One coat? or coat. So you need to just let that stuff dry. All right, so it looks like we ain't got nothing to do for about the next hour. Oh, and Pollard, that's the thing that at least will give us hope, because let's hope that Zeke isn't going to get suspended. Oh my God,
He probably will.
that's the thing to worry about. But I need to go.
The thing he needs to do is just take it in the beginning of the season. Don't fight it. Just take it.
Well, that would be the time when, because it usually starts off slow at the beginning of the season anyway, and that's when we have
could
the soft
lose. We
part
could
of
lose to
our
the Giants and still make the playoffs. Ideally, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because the one time we lost to them in the last 8 years, we made the playoffs.
No, well, I have no idea. I don't think they'll run, because here's the thing: 10 personnel is no tight end, and they're going to be using. I would say more 11 personnel is what they would use. 3 wideouts, 1 tight end, more than that. But see, you need to change up and get different looks, because you've got some guys. I mean, if you go ahead and get Michael Gallup, Mari Cooper, Alan Hearns if he's still on the team, and Randall Cobb, like that, and you got Zeke, that's 5 weapons right there. There's a lot of things you can do. You can fake the dive, and you've got Michael Gallup and Randall Cobb going deep, and you got X routes in the middle there. Somebody's going to be open. It's like, where is it coming from this time? And that's what we want to get. That's the thing that we ended up having is they pretty much knew Zeke Elliott's getting the ball. Don't respect the wide receivers, because we didn't have anybody that you had to worry about going all the way. Cole Beasley is kind of a possession receiver. Yeah, we'll give up a 10, 12-yard play to him from time to time, but we're going to make sure that Zeke Elliott doesn't beat us. And Sal, now you're speaking Espanol. Twan, what's up, Twan? Can Mr. Moore make the right play calling? It can't be any worse than Scott Linehan. You know what, my Cowboys family, I keep hearing everybody say that he called him the N-word. I wish somebody would come out with a videotape and with that on.
It doesn't matter what he says.
No, but still, but at least, okay, come on.
To me, it doesn't matter.
If somebody says nigger, I'm going to turn around and say, what did you say to me?
If someone said to me, I just walk away.
Because what the kid had said yesterday was, we just said that he's a big football player. And so that sounds a lot different than the guy said he's a nigger. And it's like, wait a minute.
I would just walk away.
That's ideally that's what he should have
That's the
done.
problem. He should just walk away.
I'm not making an excuse, but it's a reason why.
There is no excuse.
Okay.
If you are big, like if you're that big that you get notoriety on TV, you just need to walk away.
New England Patriots are good. Well, they have a system. But that's not just coaching. Because here's what they do. Hate them or not, they draft well. They constantly realize it's a numbers game. They don't usually draft well with their high picks, but their 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th round draft picks, they're butter with it. And when they have 12 draft picks, they only need to find 3 or 4 guys every draft that become starters. So what they're doing is they're letting these guys, instead of doing like we do with Dez and things like that, let's sign them to a big contract. They let them walk because we know they'll get paid somewhere else, and we'll get a 3rd or 4th round draft pick, and we can trade up with these picks and do different things and bring in more players. And that's what the NFLPA is kind of like. This kind of stuff is hurting the veterans because the veterans aren't getting those big paydays. They're getting kicked to the curb for all these young guys.
Sure does. Hey, honey, we should get one of them. Have like a ton more kids.
Yeah, I love that. More kids.
Yeah.
Introducing the all-new Buick Encore. Tomorrow's SUV for today's family. During Buick's Memorial Day event, get exceptional lease offers.
He's a bad Fortnite player. Okay. Who's just putting in letters D, F, F. Okay. Oh, you're talking to them and trying to translate. Thank you, Sal. I appreciate that. He was smirking. Oh my God! The whole time. I was so hurt. He was trying to keep from. He was trying to, but you could see. Come on, man. That's not the whole story. That was some bullshit. Yeah. Well, At this point, though, you know what? Zeke may need to just go ahead and just say, issue that apology, get the kid a couple of tickets to a game, and try and move on. Because, like if you're married, my wife has a thing that she always says. Is this the thing that you want to follow a sword on? Is this one? Are you sure this is the one you want to bite it for? Because you got to pick and choose your battle. You're not going to win them all. And sometimes it's better to go ahead and, do the walk of shame and be able to run come Sunday than it is to go ahead and say, screw that. George Bush is presidente.
No, he's not.
Damn, you way down in Brazil.
Yeah, he's not president.
You know what? Manuel, you might have a point on that when he's admitting guilt. I mean, I don't know. It's just messed up any which way. So, Sal, this gentleman from Brazil, he's talking about the president. Let him know that this is a sports talk channel. We're not trying to get into politics here. Bizarro. Okay. Well, I am going to let this stuff dry out. And I'm going to go edit the other video because I need to download it from here. I need to go to the store and get some cauliflower for dinner and start seasoning steaks. As always, guys, thank you for tuning in while we've been here at the workshop. What do I think about Keith this year? You have doubts or health? Well, I have to wait and see on that one, Eric. Just gonna have to wait to see. Bizarro, president of República Federal do Brazil. Okay, I don't know. Sal, you can text me and tell me what he was talking about. We'll get it later. But thanks, guys.